Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this very special video, I wanted to celebrate 100 subscribers by doing a nice smooth Q&A session, question and answer session with you guys. So I had posted a poll on Instagram, and thank you for all of you guys who actually responded and asked me nice questions. So as always, let's get started. Hey, look at that. This is the official face of Gamma Di Gamma. You may have seen this in one of my old videos of projectile motion and one chemistry video, but it's official. This is the face of Gamma Di Gamma. So, without any further deviations, let's get started with question and answers. So we have 20 questions, and let's start with the first one. So, what were your intentions behind creating this channel? Okay, my intentions, you ask me. A really good question. It's probably like my origin story right here. Anyways, um, I was a pretty curious kid, and in eighth grade, I wanted to learn calculus on my own. Before 11th and 12th grade, those are the years when you officially start learning calculus. But my friend and I, we had different plans. We wanted to explore stuff on our own. So I used to watch Khan Academy videos because textbooks were too hard. So I used to watch Khan Academy videos. But again, those examples were pretty trivial, I found out back then too. So I approached some teachers, and teachers don't help much, especially when it's beyond the curricula of the course you're doing. So I thought to myself, eventually, I will master calculus, and I will make videos for people like us, inquisitive young kids like us, who want to learn some concepts ahead of time. So that's actually the intention behind creating this channel. And it's not only to teach people, but I also want YouTube. I want YouTube to serve as a video library. So you guys know how we have Wikipedia for all our essential stuff, basically math identities, all the literature, a library that we cannot usually access. Well, I wanted YouTube to be a video library for all those people, because for me personally, reading text like Wikipedia presents was not appealing. So I thought my way of learning was more visual, still is actually. So I wanted to make videos for people who like to learn visually. So I wanted YouTube to be a video Wikipedia basically. So these are the two reasons. Okay, moving on. Second question. Would you ever make chemistry videos? Okay, another nice question. And for this, I would like to point out that I had made one chemistry video. It was about acetaldehyde and prussic acid or hydrogen cyanide. my very first video and just wanted to explain the reaction mechanism. But the thing is, unlike math, which I developed over the years along with physics, I didn't build my chemistry knowledge that much compared to my math and physics. So my knowledge is restricted to the Indian high school system that I studied in ISC. So if I were to make chemistry videos, I would probably do uh, like the organic reactions that we had, some inorganic topics, stuff like SPDF, orbital theory, maybe even inorganic complexes and stuff like that. But then again, although I started with a real great interest in chemistry, and I still do in electrochemistry and many aspects of physical chemistry, but I didn't level my knowledge like I did with math and physics. So I may do videos. I'm not promising again, but if I do, I'll add in my chemistry playlist down, and let's see how that turns out. It'll probably be like ISE stuff, basic stuff, nothing too advanced. Question number three. Okay, what's your favorite math YouTube channel? A nice question again. So, as I said, I learned calculus in 8th grade before my time, before they actually teach you formally. Uh, some people I referred to heavily were flammable maths, black pen, red pen, and three blue, one brown was great for intuition of showing geometrically what is going on. It was great for that intuition part. Flammable maths, I would say, is still complicated compared to black pen, red pen. So people who want to start off like I did, please watch black pen, red pen videos. They're great. Then you may graduate to flammable maths, and then if you want to do little more formal, because flammable maths is like highly informal. The guy is great, but I sometimes feel he's a little informal. But if you want to you know do more formal stuff, explore Dr. Payam's channel. Great guy, great guy. He's a professor, I think a visiting professor at UC Irvine, but a great guy. I mean, he taught me a lot too, many nice integrals and properties. But if you want to still know my favorite, I will say there is no favorite. Each of these guys are good in their own way. So flammable maths is good for some intense topics. Black pen, red pen is good for like building up your foundations. Three blue, one brown is, as I said, good for intuition. Dr. Payam is more of the formal mathematical stuff. Again, some of that can be rigorous, which will might help you if you're looking to go to study serious math at university. So now question number four. What do you plan on studying in college? So I plan on studying physics. I was originally interested in physics from the start, but I was unsure about what to do with math. But then I figured that it will be better if I double major in both. Double major in physics and math. Although I wanted to probably do like a minor in chemistry, because as I said, chemistry was and still is a great interest. But then I thought, if I'm going into physics later on, forget the interdisciplinary part. If I'm going into physics, I'll need a hell lot of math, especially if I'm looking into theoretical physics. I know it's hard to get into theoretical physics, but I'm just dreaming. Dreams do come true sometimes. So I'll need a hell lot of math for that, not just physics. So, and just math is like uh, a fling I have. I like math passionately, so I would feel incomplete if I didn't take math in university. And then there are always these other degree requirement courses, to complete this in order to graduate, and so it's those, but primarily physics and math. Question number 5: what interesting classes are you planning to take at Cornell University? So for all you guys that don't know, I got selected in Cornell University. So yeah, that is actually great news. So I'll tell you what interesting classes I'm planning to take. So for the first semester, I'll take like physics, which is like advanced mechanics and stuff, and some part of special relativity. Then I'm going to take math, linear algebra, and calculus. But this is like the advanced bit, the advanced branch of linear algebra. And then eventually, I may do stuff like fencing for sports, some psychology, maybe basic psychology, maybe some anthropology, because that will help me get rid of my help me complete my geography and history requirement, and some maybe some uh, experimental chem, or like introduction to inorganic or physical chem. I don't know, just something in some small thing in chem, just to keep the chemistry lab burning inside me. Okay, so again, moving on to question 6: what's your favorite song? Okay, this I like because of the diversity. So I'll tell you my favorite song. There isn't any. That's because I listen to music indiscriminately. So you ask me about my favorite song, I'll just give you the genres I like, genres of music I like. So I like jazz a lot. I compose myself. I'm a trained pianist with a good understanding of music theory. I like classical, heavy metal, rock too. I mean, it depends on if I'm having like a smooth mood, I'll do jazz. If I want to, explore something that's new, I'll do classical. If I'm like in a competitive mood, I'll do heavy metal and stuff like that. So it really depends, because at times I've even listened to pirate shanties. So you can't, I honestly don't know what's my favorite song. I just listen to stuff. Okay, so question 7: what is the dopest thing you do every day? So the dopest thing I do every day is the dopest thing I do every day is make YouTube videos. Almost every day. I mean, sometimes I had to take a break. It's natural for human beings. So I make YouTube videos, and this is actually a differentiating factors between me and any other kid who's just sitting in lockdown, because I actually have a sense of purpose right now. I mean, I'm not judging people, but I feel like I have something great to do every day when I begin recording or I plan for a video. I feel great. I feel like a superhero, for people who are wanting to learn stuff, and that's great. And on some nice days, I even write poems. That's really dope. I make songs without lyrics, of course. So these are some of the dope things I do. Really. Question 8. What's your life's best decision and worst regret? Well, my best decision is, um, let's see, choosing science, I guess. Choosing science over arts and commerce. Because if I had, say, gone down commerce route, it would have been like really boring, I guess. I don't know. I just like to do what I do. That's probably the best decision. My worst regret is, I don't know, having wasted some time uh, doing like pointless activities. Stuff I shouldn't have done. I could have, done something productive with my time, or I would have found myself in a better place than I started with. That's probably the worst regret I have. Nothing else actually. Question 9. What's the most counterintuitive mathematical topic slash question you've come across? Okay, so this one's pretty straightforward one. So the most counterintuitive mathematical topic I've come across is regularization. And I certainly made a video calculating the Basel problem using this method of regularization. This method basically assigns values to stuff that diverges. So the sum from n equals 1 to infinity of n, the sum of all positive integers, by this method of regularization is minus 1 over 12. I mean, this just seems like nonsensical to me when I consider this as a regular sum, but analytic continuation and regularization from number theory are things that are super counterintuitive. I won't even say that complex numbers are counterintuitive. I think I relate to complex numbers more than I do with like other kinds of math. But I mean, regularization is just the worst of the worst, I feel. I mean, in terms of intuition. Question 10. Do you consider yourself smart when it comes to academics, or are you the hardworking type? Okay, nice question, and I'll answer it now. So, I certainly think I am above average. Okay, but I would say I just don't rely on my natural tendency of being above average. I also try to work hard as I can, because what I feel is, intelligence is something that nature gifts you, is like an advantage you have. Hard work is something that's in your hands, and I like to be in control of situations, things. That's why sometimes when I look at these child prodigies, I feel that they have like a certain unfair advantage because they have like an exceptional intelligence, and they might not even do like that much of hard work, but they get places. So I just feel that's like luck, And that's, I believe that success is not only about natural skill. It's skill plus your work, whatever work you do, because you can have a child prodigy, but that guy can just take drugs and bum around and waste his potential. So that's why skill plus hard work are, I think, um, one of one of the few but most important recipes to success. Question number 11: what do you want to do when you grow up? The question I still ask myself every day. Well, from the current trajectory I'm going from, given my current trajectory, I would probably end up becoming a researcher somewhere, a scientist actually, or a professor. Duh, I make YouTube videos, I teach people. I mean, I think this is like uh, some field experience I have getting over here right now. So I'll probably want to be, one of these things. I might even, have my own startup someday. Uh, so I'll be like an entrepreneur or something. Maybe eventually, if I, work on my projects. And yeah, so these are possible choices given my current trajectory. So question number 12: when did you first realize that this is what you want to do, and what did you do before that? So it's actually inexplicable. I can't really explain. It's because I used to fail in math class, like big time. I used to get like D grades. I used to hate math, like completely. Like math and I were like nemesis. So uh, I don't know. It's just I hit a rough patch in like seventh grade, and after that, I don't know. Just math just started to make more sense to me. It just started becoming more relatable after a point of time. So I just picked that up, and then still I said that mathematicians are like, if you want to do something significant in math, you have to be like a child prodigy like Gauss, Euler, Ramanujan and stuff like that. But then when I actually wrote my first research paper on my own during this lockdown period, um, I actually was empowered. I felt more confident that even these small things matter. You can by observing stuff make significant contributions. So I naturally wanted to do physics because I always liked it. I liked the universe and the laws governing that. But also the added advantage of math is a great place to be because physics and math are like a couple. They go hand in hand. So yeah, that's pretty much the entire story of uh, what I wanted to do. What I did before that, I was actually interested in English. I was interested in writing. I would probably have taken up arts somewhere, like literature or like psychology or something, if it weren't for that incident or those transition that I went through. Okay, question number 13: how do you make your videos? What stylists and stuff like that? Okay, now to answer this, and I always wanted to answer this, I would like to say that I use a Wacom tablet, which is like a surface which has a stylus associated with it. So When I write on this, it appears on my computer screen. So this thing acts like a mouse, like a stylus mouse. That was for the writing purpose, and the this paper I use is OneNote. You can read it off over here. That's OneNote. I'm using an Apple MacBook Air actually, and I'm using MonoSnap for screen recording because one time QuickTime Player, sorry, does not have the pause feature that I am so fond of. And I have this editing software, this iMovie Maker software that I had to actually buy, but it's really great for editing because I didn't do editing before, and I figured videos will be better. I'll get more views if I edit and stuff like that. So aesthetically pleasing are edited videos. So that's that's pretty much what I use for videos like this. Question number 14. What's your vision for the channel? So I'm glad someone asked this because I want to say that I will continue with math videos naturally. I may post like physics videos too, maybe once university starts. I am planning to make like a linear algebra playlist eventually, and I'm also planning to continue my high school calculus playlist. I'm gonna go forward with integration. We finish differential calculus. I'll be most probably doing integral calculus. That's my plan, and I hope I'll have like 1,000 subscribers. Then I'll probably do one Q&A then. So okay, next question: how old are you? To be precise, I am 18 years old. Um, Question 16: what are the college statistics for people applying this year so they know what to score? So I'm assuming this is talking about the American system, but I'll tell you anyway. So I scored a 1410 on my SAT, which is pretty average compared to the places I wanted to apply to. But in any case, I chose Cornell because I really liked that school, and I got in with on ED, early decision. So I couldn't apply anywhere else. It's like a binding thing. So for people who are trying to apply, I would recommend a score of 1450 plus. I know I didn't meet that requirement, but if you can, that's great for you. But I don't know. I mean, I heard they're holding the SAT, they're doing it online, but like they're not considering the score. Or I'm not really updated, but this is what you should score. But extra stuff that you should know when applying is you have to show initiative in whatever um, in whatever subject or whatever discipline you're planning to do. For example, I did like a physics project kind of independently and like uh, I would say semi independently. So whatever you're planning to do, please do a project on that. They like these initiatives and write to professors from big schools about the research projects you do. That's one way of getting a good shot. Question 17: what makes you happy other than doing math and physics? So what makes me happy uh, other than math and physics is when I'll answer it in this way. When I have to de-stress, I just watch TV. I watch some weird uh, TV shows. I may write poems. I may bang my piano or my keyboard. So it's, I have like a variety of things. I also listen to French radio. I can speak French, so it's like a hobby for me, like a linguistic hobby I have. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And yeah, question number 18: are you single or in a relationship? Well, simple question, simple answer. I am single, and the funny thing is, I have never even dated a woman. Uh, you may ask me why I didn't, why I or why, but I'll just say that I'm weak in that field. So people I like didn't like me back, kind of situation. I just ignore stuff from. I'm just stoic about these things. I'm just learning. I'm learning. I'll say in these social things. Yeah. Question number 19. What makes you happy other than doing math and physics? I think we covered that, right? Yeah. Yeah. So repeat question. Question number 20. Does math precede science or vice versa? Excellent question. Really, like this is like probably the best question in today's session. So I would like to say that the universe can be considered as an entity, and an entity has consciousness. So I believe that the consciousness of the universe was curious. It basically wanted to explore itself, and that's why it gave birth to a species of intelligent beings, and it gave us tools of expressing our curiosity, and those tools are what we call science. So if you think about science as like a hardware or like a computer, the software that's running it, or the stuff that you input into these tools, or what these tools understand, is mathematics. So in a way, mathematics is a language by which us intelligent species born out of the curiosity of this entity called the universe, uh, we use this software called math to know more about the universe using the scientific tools, or the tool that's called science. And it's and what I like to say is, if nature can find a way, then math must too. And I say that because when I look at like people, or Newton, for example, who made like physical laws with math, he made equations with math. He quantified gravity. I'm talking about Newtonian gravity. I know it has its shortcomings, but still, he developed equations of motion, law of gravitation, and stuff just with math. So, when people say that the problems of like turbulence and like like the problems of turbulence that we have given the Navier-Stokes law, I say that we will probably come to a conclusion regarding that. We'll have more closure in the future, because nature finds a way, right? It's not like turbulent fluids don't exist. math must too. So we might. I still have hope that we will. If not Terence Tao, then somebody else, even you, the viewer that's watching this. Same thing goes with the Riemann zeta uh, hypothesis, because that will be like a $1 million uh, enterprise. So yeah, I think those are all the questions we have. That's it for this video. I hope you like this unique video. So please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, guys. Recommend me to your friends. Spread the word of Gamma Digamma in the math community. I'll be again posting some more content as always. That's like a commitment I have. And in the meantime, stay home, stay safe, keep doing math. Don't get tired. Take care of yourselves. And peace out. I'm signing off.